There's a new predator in the garden and we've got to take care of it. Hi everybody, welcome to Living Traditions Homestead. My name is Sarah. Well, during my morning rounds in the garden this morning, I noticed that there was something different in this herb garden. I haven't finished planting it all, but one thing that has happened is the dill seed that fell down in the garden has planted itself, has germinated the seed like everywhere. We've got it in the yard, we have it in other of the raised beds, and it's really prolific in this garden here. Well, I've been joking that we have so much dill growing that we'll be able to share with neighbors, sell it at the farmer's market. All of those things are fine, but one thing I didn't consider is that a predator may invade the dill and may potentially eat all of it. This morning I came out and probably 25% of my dill plants are completely gone. What struck my eye is I thought that maybe I had monarch caterpillars in the garden, but then I thought, you know what, monarch caterpillars are pretty picky about what they eat, and they're not going to be eating dill. They're going to be eating milkweed. So I did a little search on my phone, and sure enough, there is a look-alike of the monarch caterpillar, and it is the eastern black swallowtail caterpillars. As I looked closer and closer, I saw more and more caterpillars, and I started noticing really the devastation that they've done in such a quick time frame. Now, if you're familiar with the tomato hornworms and how quickly they can eat every leaf off of an entire tomato plant, this seriously is how fast these swallowtail caterpillars are eating my dill. Apparently, from what I read just real quickly online, they can also devastate your parsley. So I just wanted to bring you out to the garden today, show you what these caterpillars look like so you can be on the lookout. And I also want to see how many I actually pick off. It's just amazing to me how many are in just such a small area. And then when we're finished, we'll go feed them to the chickens and see how they like it. So let's get started and see how many I can pick off. Now, I hope you know by now that I'm not a squeamish kind of lady, but when it comes to fat, juicy caterpillar type things, that kind of creeps me out a little bit. So I am going to be using a garden glove today. You know, I can touch guts and raw animals, dead animals, and animal poop and worms. I can even bait my own hook when we go fishing. But these big creepy caterpillars, man, I don't know. So I'm gonna get my garden glove out and start picking these suckers off, put them in a jar for the chickens. Well, I think I got them all. I saw one that looked to have just hatched or something. It was very small. So I'm gonna have to be careful and keep looking a couple times a day for several days just to make sure that we've gotten all of them. It looks like maybe one of the swallowtails just laid all of her eggs right here because it looks like they're all kind of within the same age range. Oh, there's another one. They're so creepy. I'm gonna tell you that I'm so glad that I went with my gut to wear a glove, because when you pick them up, they shoot up these like little orange antenna things, and it emits an odor, and that would really creep me out. And I sure don't want to smell like caterpillar or whatever for the rest of the day. Caterpillar perfume, I guess. It's not very attractive. So I'm glad I went with my gut on that. Like I was saying, I'm gonna have to continue watching They do blend in pretty well, and I'm not sure that they're completely done hatching and appearing. So keep a lookout on your dill for these caterpillars, and don't just assume that because they kind of look like a monarch caterpillar that they are one. So now that I've gotten what appears to be all of them right now, you know, I counted them, and I counted I think like 17 of them in just this little area. So that's a lot of them. So now let's see if the chickens want to eat them. You know, they're stinky, so hopefully the chickens aren't turned off, and this is a good snack for them, and some good amount of protein. So let's go check out and see if they like them. Wah, wah, wah. Well, that was less than exciting and thrilling video. I thought for sure that those chickens would go after them and you guys would be able to see them plucking them up and running after each other, trying to get it from each other, but that's not the way it went. So I did a little bit more research online. I've spared their lives, and I'm gonna go put them out in the pasture by some Queen Anne's lace or wild carrot. So let's just head out there real quick. I've got lots of things to do, can't mess around with these guys much longer. Saving their lives, they can grow up in the pasture. Let's go. Okay, well, it's their lucky day. Out in the pasture area, there's tons of wild carrot slash Queen Anne's lace growing. You guys can turn into some beautiful butterflies now, but not in my garden. So, there they go. Have a good day. Guys, I appreciate you stopping by the homestead today to join me out in the garden. Hope you learned something. If this is your first time on our homestead, go ahead and click the subscribe button below so you can be informed of all the rest of the videos that we put out. If you are one of our faithful traditionalists that comes back every time we post a video, 5 days a week, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. If you like this video and you think somebody else could benefit from it, please share it. And until next time, you guys, thanks so much for stopping by the homestead. Take care and God bless.